Hello everyone and welcome to Edupedia World Videos. Well, today my talk is on work stress part 2nd. I am S.K. Puri, your faculty for organization behavior. Well, today our learning objective is as follows. We will be learning about the following. First, sources of job stressors with examples in various fields. Number 2, stress causes and coping skills. Number 3, consequences of stress. Number 4, organizational culture and climate. Last but not the least is disrespectful behavior and stress. Well, importance of stress management for organization and employees. Stress management is a very important topic of organizational behavior as it affects the individual as well as the organization. In the part 1 we saw the performance and stress are related. An organization bothers about the performance and productivity and wants its employees to contribute more. Very evidently, therefore, an organization must see that its employees are not highly stressed and they work in a culture fit for wellness, creativity, and fun at work. Now, because it is important for the organization to see that the productivity of the employees is high, organizations usually make some intervention. Google is an organization most famous for doing lots of things for their employees. Even their layout is such that the employees are feeling less stressed. Within the busy, multicolored halls of Google's Sydney headquarters is a small room dedicated to silence. As you know, silence is best for reduction of stress. Cushions and the scent of essential oils fill the isolated space where technical program manager James Worsley retreats for 20 minutes every day. You would think taking 20 minutes to do nothing might slow you down, but it actually frees you up to get a lot more done. When you relax for 20 minutes in between your routine of work, you are able to do much better because of the stress reduction. So you have seen Google's example of organizations' intervention into stress management. Research on stress. Lots and lots of research has been done on stress. Research has been carried out in management and organization psychology on the work stress in organizations like police department, traffic as well as crime police, healthcare. Then lots of research has been done on nurses as they are highly stressed, and women managers, etc. Very little, however, research is done on role stress in entrepreneurs, especially women entrepreneurs, considering demographic factors and the entrepreneurial activity chosen. Women entrepreneurs are stressed because they take risks. We have very little research has been done, and I propose more research should be done for that. Job stressors commonly known as inadequate rest, lack of communication with family, no leave or holiday, excessive job or time pressure, multiple tasking, lack of proper equipment, facilities, pressure from higher authorities, unhealthy work atmosphere, stereotype of work makes you boredom, lack of independence and authority. Boredom is also a stress, as we indicated earlier in part 1. Problem faced at work is lack of manpower, lack of discipline among the subordinates, non-cooperation from public, offensive language from public. These are particularly those jobs like police and public relations where they face stress from public also, anxiety due to tension situation, unlawful public, lack of infrastructure. Lack of infrastructure is always a problem when we want to do our best and we are not given proper infrastructure. Now, job stressors, if you clearly see, there are two types. One is related to work and one is our feeling. Related to work is like workload, multitasking, distractions, interruptions, not able to dislodge from work, what is called rumination. When you come home fatigued, you are not able to dislodge because of the emotions created at job. That is called emotional fatigue. Time management and priority setting, delegation, lack of delegation, you are not able to do delegation. These are one kind of stressors. But another kind of stressors is that you feel that you are not under control. You are not able to control your situations. This is a very typical type of stressors which are more involved with your internal feeling. You feel less stressed if you feel in control of your activities. Perceive more control of unknown and able to control the situation, shift, staffing, department, change. If you feel that I am having control over the situation, you feel less stressed. So, sometimes very lower staff who are only ordered and instructed and very little control over the situation feel more stressed. If you are not given any authority to control your situation. If I feel more valued, felt more appreciated, recognized meaningfully, have appreciated staff, then also I feel less stressed. People who are task oriented do not force changes but tell why change in the practice is required. So you feel I am told why this change is brought, so you feel less stressed. Having understood the sources of job stressors, now we more go into sources of stress at work. Factors which are intrinsic in the job, like nursing. Nursing is a job which are multitasking and lot of interruptions and distractions are there. They are overloaded also. Your role in the organization. If your role in the organization is confused and you are not clear, then you are always confused and you are under stress. Relationships at work, that interpersonal relationship. If you are not having skill also of interpersonal relationship at work, you will have problems. You should not only have relationship skills, but the delegation skills, or how to deal with subordinates, how to delegate their work. Career development, if you are confused that you don't have any career development. Organization and culture and climate is very important. Disrespectful behavior, lack of discipline in organization also creates is very dangerous for stress creation, because nobody likes to have yelling at him, disrespectful behavior at him. That spoils the culture. Organization structure and change is also a factor. If the organization structure is not well defined and is not properly working, you come under stress. Now, consequences of stress. That mental stress that you have on the job, the consequences are physical, behavioral, as well as psychological. The physical consequences are the effect on the well-being, heart disease, illness, tension, headache, stomach disorders are very, very common. The behavioral consequences are that many people can smoke more when under stress, use of alcohol, drug abuse, accident proneness. When you are under stress, you are prone to accidents, so the safety factor decreases, violence, appetite disorders. We have seen when the nurses are under stress, they can make medicinal errors, means putting wrong medicines or not the correct medicines. So that safety in healthcare is very important. So we should see that the healthcare practitioners, or the people who are giving the services, they are not all the time stressed, otherwise they will make surgical and medical errors. The psychological consequences are mental health, anxiety, depression, sleep disorders, sexual difficulties, and many others. Now, what are the coping skills and strategies? In the offices, we have counseling. in bigger and bigger organizations, when people are highly stressed and they feel some disorders, we do have in HR department some counselors. We can do job redesign so that the stress is reduced. If he is getting overload, or if he is not getting the job to which his skills and knowledge is applicable, we can do job redesigning for a person. Meditation and yoga programs are often given in the organizations. Relaxation techniques and breathing exercises are taught from time to time. Time management training is given, because time management is related to stress management. Always remember this. When you are running against time, you are stressed. Self-help, self-care and life skills programs are there, and there are support groups where you can discuss, and there are also meetings between management and the staff, so the staff can air their problems to reduce the stress on them. That increases the productivity of the organization. Disrespectful behavior attracts our attention. Disrespectful behavior, bullying is a disrespectful behavior. Yelling is a disrespectful. The culture and the climate of the organization should be such that it should have zero tolerance for disrespectful behavior. Everybody should be respected, whether new or old staff. Otherwise, any organization which is humiliating and hurting before others or otherwise is not good technique for motivation, and it decreases the esteem value and decreases the productivity and motivation. One must understand the self and the others to have human interactivity better. A motivating culture having discipline as a framework is a good culture. So I thank you very much for listening to me, and I would again and again invite you to listen more on Edupedia World videos. If you have liked the video, please do subscribe to our channel Edupedia World. For more videos, log on to www.edupediaworld.com. Thanks again.